7:30 here on One. Now, Shortland Street.
My mother had a wonderful life in India. She doesn't need a lonely, jaded old woman telling her what to do.
I should get right out of it. Away from Shubna, from Shanti, from being painted the wicked witch of the Western world. Sammy's offer is looking more attractive by the second.
I looked up cruise ships on the computer. We are only a wall apart on a floating casino for 6 whole weeks.
I looked for you in ED. It's frantic.
Kip's in charge. I'm catching up on paperwork.
Getting ready for the big career change.
I've been to a recruitment company, the ones that handle the meaty research jobs. I'm just waiting to hear back.
Have you seen your cardiologist?
He's a busy man, Chris.
Do it before you make any major decisions. And take a few days off. Go fishing. Clear your head.
With Sarah away? No chance.
Craig, you need to de-stress.
I'm hardly blowing a valve sitting here, am I? It's not like the stationary's fighting back. Besides, I have to be available for interviews, don't I?
OK, have lunch with me. 1 o'clock at the IV. Run me through your options.
Not that there are any, yet.
Yep. Craig, are you trying to drive ED back into crisis?
Nope.
Then why are you locked away in here while your staff are running around like headless chooks?
I had a backlog of paperwork.
You've hardly shown your face in there all week. Please, get back out there. Keeping busy, are you, Chris? Good to see.
Sarcastic git.
You should tell them what's going on about the palpitations.
There is nothing to tell, Chris.
The last party was good. This one will be great.
We're counting on it. Literally.
Hello again.
Hey, it's Tanya, right?
Oh, wow, you remembered.
I remember everything a beautiful woman tells me, especially her phone number.
Oh, well, I'm not telling you mine, but I will write it down. It's much safer.
Awesome. I'll give you a call.
Okay.
Hey, Toms. Coffee?
Yes, please.
So gang members are allowed in the IV now in broad daylight. You do know that brute you were talking to is a whitetail. He threatened me and he beat up Kieran.
Not him personally, and it wasn't that big a deal.
Well, it was to me. And what about all the other victims? You nursed some of them, remember?
That wasn't Kingy's doing.
It was his new recruits. He's high up in the gang.
Well, he seems alright to me.
Except for the black stain on his soul.
Livy, what about your boyfriend? I saw them shaking hands. They're in business together.
That's nothing, and it's going to be over soon, and then the gang will be out of our lives.
Look, I really don't care what you think. Okay, I like Kingy, and
he's a criminal.
In my books, that's actually one step up from being a doctor. Look, I'm glad I gave him a number, okay? Kieran, can I have that coffee to go?
Shanti, we need to talk about Shubna.
No, I can't. I'm doing a wardrobe.
This won't wait. Do you know what she has done?
Booked herself a flight home, I hope, in spite of you.
I wish. I am leaving on Sunday for a 6-week cruise, a gift from a very close friend. She's only booked herself in to the cabin next door.
She hasn't.
She has. And this ship has a 24-hour casino.
What? No, she'll drive my father into bankruptcy.
She'll drive me to murder.
She's only doing this because I told her off last night. She can't go.
Well, I can't stop her. Not spending my holiday keeping tabs on her. If she sets foot on that boat, she's on her own. Not my problem.
Mr. Sandler in cubicle 1, he's coughing and has a black raised growth on his chest. He's worried it might be melanoma.
What do you think?
I haven't had a chance to look at him yet.
Good morning. I'm Dr. Craig Valentine. I'm a consultant here.
A consultant?
Doesn't mean it's anything serious. Just want to take a look at you. Can you open your shirt for me, please? Now, it says here in the notes you first noticed this morning. Is that right?
Yes.
Craig? It's a cough lolly.
Hey?
Stuck in his chest hair. Did you suck on one of these during the night?
Yes, I'm just sorry, I thought...
Yeah, I know what you thought. Next time take a shower before you leave the house, eh?
What a hoot, he's made my day.
Yeah, time wasters, they're hilarious. What's next?
My head! My head!
It's all right, Noah, you're in hospital. We're going to help you. This is Noah Schwartz when he collapsed at the airport off a flight from Hong Kong. Pulse 120, BP 100/60, temp 38, with marked facial swelling.
Okay, through to recess. As he told us.
Oh, I started feeling bad on the plane, that's all. No one else was affected.
Some kind of toxin, you reckon?
Bacterial infection, tropical disease. Could be anything.
What is happening with you? You look awful. I'm not even sure you should be at work.
I'm fine, Mum.
You're hung over. You're probably still legally drunk.
Oh, don't be stupid.
I'm not stupid. I'm worried. You're behaving erratically.
Oh, why? Because I went out 2 nights in a row? It's called having a life, Mum.
And what do you call flirting with a gang member?
Oh, who's been bleating to you? Libby, I suppose?
Tracy, she's very
Oh,
concerned.
well, she can butt out too.
She thinks that your carrying on is connected with Kip.
Am I carrying on? You're carrying on like I've completely gone off the rails.
Well, you're not yourself. You've gone from being a stay-at-home to binging on alcohol, to hating men, to flirting with this ragbag. I think it's all your bad experiences piling up, and I don't know where it's heading.
Hopefully to a date with the bad, scary, drop-dead gorgeous gang member. Hey, he hasn't called me yet, but fingers crossed.
Oh, my back. Oh, it's killing me.
Just keep them as still as you can. We're trying to help you now. We need to find out what this is. Got no idea what I'm dealing with here. I need some history.
Going by his passport, he spent the last few years on the move. UK, US, South America, Southeast Asia. He probably doesn't even have a GP.
Where's his family?
Christchurch. He was on his way there. The police are getting in touch.
Okay, get this off. Tell the lab it's urgent. Stoop to bribe if you have to.
Yeah.
Tachycardia, BP, oxygen stats dropping.
Central line pack. Give him 5 milligrams of diazepam.
And then?
I'll take some blood cultures. Give him 2 grams of cefotaxime and 200 of hydrocortisone. That should reduce the swelling. What's going on, Noah? What don't we know about you?
Hey, buddy. Hey, it's just a coffee, thanks, mate. Have here.
Yeah, sure. Coffee for tea?
She's been sat in that booth all morning. Her tea'll be stone cold.
Better make it for 2 then.
Morning, Shortland.
Oh, hello, Scotty.
May I?
Of course.
You waiting for someone?
No, I'm planning my holiday. I'm going away on a cruise.
With Yvonne, yes. She told Shanti.
You don't have to try and stop me. Shanti has made it very clear I'm not welcome in your home.
That's not true. She just doesn't think this big spending, gambling lifestyle is what you really want. She doesn't think it's making you happy.
It is more fun than sitting here all by myself with nothing to do.
Where's Rani?
At home, making a slave of herself. But she won't let me lift a finger.
You're her guest. I suppose it's her way.
She makes me feel like a nuisance. Leaves me with all this time on my hands, then complains when I come home late. I think she's just jealous.
Of what?
My independence, of course. She's trying to stop me from enjoying it too much.
Do you miss your own home?
I miss taking care of my daughters, sharing their lives.
And Naveen?
I used to be like Rani, a slave to my husband. It fills your day whether you like it or not. But I won't go back there. I can't.
You need more.
Anyway, I have this cruise to look forward to now. 6 weeks with my friend Yvonne.
And her friend, the guy who's invited her?
Yes, Mr. Sammy Diamond. But he's a singer and he will be working. So she will have plenty of time for me. You must check the casino. You would never believe it was on a cruise ship.
What news on Mystery Man?
Oh, he's out to it. His vital signs are stable.
Right. Headache, frustration, vomiting, back pain. They all fit with dengue fever. Has he spent time in Asia?
Yep, and South America.
No, his hematocrit's normal. His serology's negative. It's not dengue. Could be Japanese encephalitis.
It's not.
Well, headaches, vomiting, convulsions, diaphoresis.
Yeah, but the corticosteroid would have caused a marked improvement. It didn't. That's why he went to the dopamine.
True.
Now I know why you stood me up.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is it the time?
It's okay. It sounds like an interesting case.
It's frustrating. Multiple symptoms all lead to a great big question mark.
Where? Oh, where am I? Where's this?
No, it's okay. You're in Shortland Street Hospital.
You collapsed at the airport. Security called an ambulance.
Oh, I felt bad on the plane. My head. Oh, what's wrong with me?
That's what we need to find out. I'm Dr. Craig Valentine, a consultant here. I need to ask you some questions. Is that all right?
So now we're cooking. I love this kind of stuff.
How long are you there?
Yeah, that makes two of you. I'll let you get back to it.
And how were you in London? Any headaches?
Someone has to get her to open up about Hone and Kip. Then we can nip all this madness in the bud. Maya?
She won't talk to me. Tans thinks that having a baby has made me boring. She won't even stay in the room if JJ's there.
She never used to be like that. She was wonderful with him.
Something has changed. It's like living with a stranger.
Libby.
Oh, don't look at me. I've already tried to stop her throwing herself at a gang member, and she jumped down my throat. If you ask me, Darfur is starting to look like a missed opportunity.
You don't mean that. Right. If you two won't step up, I'll have to ring Sammy and cancel the cruise.
No, you can't.
What choice do I have? The thought of Shubna tagging along behind is bad enough without having to worry about Tanya. I'll give him a call right now.
You will not. You need this break and you want it.
Give me my phone.
No, give it here. Here. I know what to do. We'll talk to Tanya together before you go. For all this, she can't just brush us off. We'll find out what's going on in that head of hers.
It's worth a try.
So all this globe-trotting, have you kept up with your vaccinations?
Yeah, totally, dude. Some lifestyle, bro. What do you do for a living?
No, if that's relevant.
Okay, I'm a drug test cowboy.
You're a what?
You rent out your body for drug trials, yeah?
A couple of good gigs. I can spend 2 months serving someplace cheap and awesome. It's a no-brainer.
Except for the potential side effects like death.
I've never had any problems before.
Well, you do now. Something's attacking your immune system. You're lucky to still be here.
You don't know for sure that it's a drug reaction.
When was your last drug trial?
Nearly a month ago. I took the stuff. They checked my vitals for 3 weeks. The usual. I was okay.
And how many times have you done this altogether?
20 or so.
Whoa, doggy.
I've been on the circuit for 4 years, dude. It's not that much.
It's insane.
Look, I'm 23 and I'm fit as. Whatever this is, I'll come right.
What was the name of the drug that you last tried?
Last is Mr. Driscoll, inguinal hernia. He's an otherwise healthy non-smoker, so I don't foresee any complications.
Great. Just one thing. Tanya was rostered as your scrub nurse this afternoon, but she's been a bit headachy all afternoon, so I've swapped her with Stephanie.
Oh, okay. Oh, you do look a bit peaky. Maybe you should go home.
What have you been saying to her? I didn't mention the hangover. I just said that you'd been fighting a headache and that I was keeping you out of theatre for the afternoon.
There's nothing wrong with me. If there was, I would say so. You can't trash me like that, Maya.
I didn't. I was only trying to help Justine understood.
You have no idea what she thought. Next time, you better check with me before you roster me off, or I swear I'll make a formal complaint.
I remember them once arguing over who left the fridge open all night, and they didn't speak to each other for 3 days.
Yet somehow they've managed to stay married for 30 years.
Well, divorce is still a scandal in Gujarat.
No. But remember how they sung together at the Dundee Ras? There's still a lot going on there.
I know Ba's unhappy. She's driving Uncle and Auntie crazy with trying to run their house. She's forcing herself on Yvonne. Pretty soon, no one will be speaking to her. She'll be lonely as well as miserable.
We can't let that happen.
Well, what can we do? She won't even admit there's a problem.
Try your dad again. Tell him everything, including the fact that this cruise will cost him more than it would if he brought Shobna into the business. Maybe that'll snap him into action.
Maybe.
Well, you're looking quite a bit better. Now, this research company, Bravatul Laboratories...
They paid us $2,000. That's pounds sterling, dude, for popping some anti-inflammatories.
Did they say what the drug was going to be used for?
Yeah, rheumatism, leukemia, some other stuff. You think it's that that's done this to me?
Possibly. Or it could have reacted badly with some of the other drugs you've trialled.
No, I followed all the protocols. I waited long enough in between jobs for everything to be out of my system. After the TGN trials, I wasn't taking any chances.
TGN, the London fiasco?
2 years ago. Those guys were seriously messed up, man.
Yeah, they still are. I'm surprised it didn't put you off.
It did for a while. Then I got skint again and I thought, hey, what are the chances?
Look, I'm going to need a list of all the drugs you've tested. Have you kept a record?
Yeah. Funny. This is the last one. I did it to get the airfare home.
To Christchurch?
And a real job. A mate of mine starting up a surf school and wave tour business. I'm going to be an instructor driver, dude. It's a dream life.
My son's right into surfing.
Yeah, you should get him to train you up. It's very zen.
It's too late for me. But hopefully we'll get you back on board in no time. Just no more drug trials, eh?
Never again, Doc.
What's going on?
Tanya, don't get mad. We're here because we're worried about you.
Oh, not mad. I was ready before, but had a sleep, went to the gym. I'm fine, okay?
Giving a hardened criminal your phone number doesn't seem fine to me.
Don't get your thong in a twist. He hasn't even called.
I don't wear thongs.
It's just that you're hardly ever home, and if you feel like Jay and I have taken over your personal space...
I don't. I'm happy you're here.
Well, something's making you act up.
Act up? Mum, I'm not a kid.
You're drinking too much, you're closing yourself up from us, and this thing with the gang member, you can't tell me that it's not tied in with Mark and Kip and...
Oh, give me a break. I like the guy, that's all.
You're choosing someone who is programmed to hurt you. That is not right.
I'll tell you what's not right. You three telling me how to live my life. I'm sick of it.
Don't you leave. Where are you going?
Anywhere you're not. Leave me alone.
I just thought some small concession that... I'm not being disrespectful. Okay. Just think about what I said. All right? Bye. He's just as pig-headed as she is.
He doesn't miss her at all.
Oh, when I asked him that, he just complained about the housekeeper, about how much she's costing and how hopeless she is with the servants.
Oh, there you go, Mrs. Shobner.
She doesn't want to be his housekeeper. That's the whole problem. If all he misses is her running the house...
It goes much deeper than that. He just can't say it. You watch. Something will happen.
Do you want to bet?
I'd like to speak to the person who ran your recent drug trial. Yeah, fine. You've got my number. It's the third time I've been fobbed off. No one ever calls me back.
Is that Bravatil Labs?
You up to speed?
Noah Schwartzman's an intriguing case. I assume by the time zones you're calling direct into the UK?
Every management goon I speak to gives me the same line. We've had no adverse reaction to the agent we've been testing. When I try to talk about Noah, shutters come down real quick.
I imagine they have a lot to protect. Their reputation, their research.
This boy could die, Callum. Even if he doesn't, we don't know the long-term effects.
You also don't know that it's a Bravatil problem.
I am testing for every possible condition. I'm also working backwards through all the other drugs he's trialled, but the fact is he was all right until he took this anti-inflammatory.
Not that his symptoms match any known reaction to that type of drug. I mean, gross swelling, Craig, that is fascinating.
It's appalling. Noah's 23 years old. They shouldn't be pumping him full of that stuff.
Hang on, he volunteered. And without adventurous souls like that, we'd never have new drugs on the market. Personally, I hope the company's not to blame.
Why do you have shares?
No, but I understand the need for human drug trials. I'd hate to see their reputation tarnished again.
Well, I couldn't give a stuff about that. My patient needs answers, and for some reason, Bravatil won't speak to me. It doesn't fill me full of confidence, Callum.
You're quiet tonight.
Just thinking.
About what?
Right?
Ooh, nothing serious, huh?
No, I'm just sick of looking back, having regrets. I just want to get on with now. I mean, is it such a bad thing?
No, that's how I've lived my life since I left the UK. Yes, I've had my moments, but at least I know my heart's still beating.
If you think you're going to stop me from going on my cruise...
That's not why we asked you here.
What then? And why is Scotty smiling like that?
Come and have a look.
At what? The computer. Just... It's an email.
From Bapu.
What does he want?
Read the attachment and see.
It is a business card.
With your name on it. He wants you to work for the company.
More than once. Read the email.
After the wonderful job you did with Shanti's wedding, requests for fabric and style advice are pouring in. The business cannot do without you. That's it then. I must go home.
Really?
It is where I'm needed. And Gayatri knows nothing about weddings. She will sink that side of the business.
Let's call Bapu right now.
Oh, what about my cruise? Yvonne will be...
Oh, I'm sure she'll understand.
Yes. She has her Mr. Diamond. Perhaps she won't even miss me. Quick, where is the phone?
Glass of Pinot Gris, thanks.
Sure. Did you happen to see Tanya?
I did, with her boyfriend. But don't worry, I'm not saying a word.
Yeah, which usually means you're going to say a whole load of
Oh no, she just told us all to take our concern and shove it. So, good luck to her. If she wants to be some gang member's drunken hoe, then so be it. It's none of my business.
Correct. Wow. Well, I'm due a break, so why don't we go through to the dining room?
What a lovely idea.
Oh, well, that's great. Find out about my weekend.
The swelling's cut off blood supply to the extremities. It's causing necrosis. If I don't remove the dead tissue right now...
He could lose a limb.
Exactly. You've got 1 minute. Robin?
She says I'm going to lose some toes. This can't be happening.
Dr. Jones will do everything she can.
I'm a surfer, dude. This is my life. I wouldn't have done those stupid trials if I thought for 1 second it was just meant to be an adventure. A good story. Not this.
I haven't definitely traced your illness to Bravatil. I can't get through to anyone.
Call Matthew. He was in it with me. His number's on the front of that diary that I gave you. See how he's going.
Craig, it's time.
Is this it for me? Am I going to get worse? Am I going to die? Tell me.
I'll see you in recovery, okay? I hope to have more news then. We'll get through this now. If Bravatil is responsible, I will make them look after you, okay? I swear.
That's a big promise. Drug guys don't like admitting fault.
I won't give up until they do, and that's another promise.
Imagine you were heir to an estate and you didn't know it. Some interesting stories unfold in Dead Money, a new series starting tomorrow night at 7 here on 1.